So next we are going to see gauge R&R for variable data. So the procedure for to do gauge R&R variable is select three appraisers. So there are three appraisers, providing a number of samples by marking numbers that you only know that. That means the actual measurement you know it, as well as the which number is which you know it. Okay. Then record the measurement in format 2 times the same data. Enter the data in the spreadsheet as below. The distinct category shall be more than 6. So what is distinct category? We'll see. Now, there are types of gauge R&R we can plot. The first one is crossed gauge R&R. So when we use crossed gauge R&R is when samples are inspected multiple times. Example, dimension inspection. Say you have micrometer and inspect some diameter. It can be measured multiple times. So that is a crossed gauge R&R. So each person can many people can measure the same set of data for the same product. Nested gauge R&R when samples are inspected by only one operator. Example, destructive testing. So in destructive testing, once a person distracted, you cannot reproduce it. Like the same part cannot be tested by the other person because it is already gone. That case, we are going to use nested gauge R&R. So here majorly we will be using cross gauge R&R for the study. Important points. Distinct category shall be more than 5 indicates the range of parts shall have 5 different variation in the data to perform the gauge analysis. That means, say example, a distinct category is 2. That means your measurement for the gauge under study, uh, the dimension that present in the product have low and high. So in that case, if there should be more than 5 indicates that it should have low as well as high, as well as in between the range of low and high. Therefore you can check whether the system measurement system is able to check where a range of dimension variation when you take a particular part for inspection. So this is a format for gauge and variable data. Now here they fill some data. Here actual measurement is there. You can consider the master. Appraiser 1, there it is 2 times. Here taken 3 times. It is good. Appraiser 2 3 times, he has checked the same part. Appraiser 3 also checked 3 times the same part. Now let us plot the gauge R&R. Now there is a criteria for gauge R&R. Here we are going to see percentage study variation. That is because of the operator. If it is 0 to 10 percentage, pass. 10 to 30 is acceptable. 30 above is not okay. Percentage tolerance is 0 to 10 percentage, it is okay. 10 to 30 is caution. 30 above is not okay. Then percentage contribution 0 to 1 is okay, 1 to 9 percentage is acceptable, above 10 percentage is not acceptable. So number of distinct categories should be more than 5 as we discussed. Let us see an example. So we'll get two types of windows. One is uh, a table window and a graphical window. All right. Now this we can call as a session window and this we can call as a graph window. So in session window, variance components, here we have to see the total gauge R&R percentage. That is, this is nothing but because of the system, measurement system. So measurement system also has a variation. It is not giving the same, what to say, same measurement when it is done many times. And we can see part to part variation is 0 because the data is very random. Then coming to down, this is a process tolerance 2 mm. Coming to the gauge evaluation for the appraiser, total gauge under is 100 percentage. Sorry, here we have to see the percentage study variation is 100 percentage. So this is not acceptable. So coming to the graphical window, we are going to use the ANOVA method for the gauge under. Here you can see blue is percentage contribution, red is percentage study variation, percentage tolerance. Coming to the gauge under, so gauge under because of percentage tolerance is more, percentage study variation is okay, and the same is for the repeatability, and you are not able to reproduce. Then part to part variation is also very less. Then if you come to the R chart, this is a R chart by operator. So this is a pattern of a range of the data from first to the second data, how the data is plotted, and there is no much of pattern here, and data is within the control limit because the spec is more. Now X bar chart, if you see uh, how the each data is trending, how the each data is trending with respect to the within the control limit. That is what is given here, and there is no pattern also. All the three is having a variation. That means there is a variation in the measurement system as well as with the operator, and this is a mean of each thing connecting, and there is no pattern. It should be almost straight. That means each person, see the first person, so there are 10 parts. The first person checks the 10 parts and there is a mean. The 10 part dimension is standard, but that should not change. But if you see, everything is changing here, it is distorted. Therefore this is also data by part also is not okay. Then if you see the box plot, uh, there is more variation in the inspection as well as the average is not in the line. Then part to part operator interaction, the pattern of all the three is distorted. Therefore the pattern is also not okay. Therefore we can say this R and gauge and are having more variation between the measurement system as well as the operator. So next, measure toll gate checklist. Creating checklist to say that the all points are covered in the measure phase, listing all the items for the measure phase and ensuring all the activities are done. So this we are going to make checklist and say whether all the activities done in the measure phase or not. So now let us see an example for gauge R and R in the Minitab. So now let us go to start, quality tools, gauge study, create gauge R and R study worksheet. So here I'll give number of parts 5, then number of operators 2, operator name I'll give example shaker something shaker. Okay. Now there are 5 parts. 5 parts. Okay. Each part will be checked by both the people 2 times. Okay. Then say okay. So this is how I'll get. Okay. So I'll check this. I'll put as a response. I'll say the first reading is 4. Okay. Then second reading, third reading 4.01, and 4.02, then 5 4 3, right? 4 4.01, 5 5.02, 4 4.03, 5 5.03, 4 4.01, 0.02, 5 4.03. So some more random data I put. Let us check how it will come. Then again go to start, quality tools, gauge study, go for gauge and study crossed. Part number, select the parts. Operator, select the operator. Give response as the this, select ANOVA and go to option. Give upper minus lower spec as 2 mm. Then say OK and say OK. Now if you see, so you can come directly down. Okay, okay. Now if you see the, you can see this gauge and a variance component is system. It is a It is a percentage contribution because of the measurement system is 100. So the measurement system is not good, it is telling. Okay, 100 percentage variation is there. Then repeatability is variation 77 percentage is there. Reproducibility is 22 percentage is there. Okay, then part to part 0 is there. So this is not good, it is telling. Coming to the appraiser gauge evaluation, percentage steady variation is 100 total gauge error. So this is also not good. That means the data is very irregular, it is telling. Let us see. So the first part, Shaker has given response as 4 for the first part. Again, second time when he checked, he has given, for the first part he has given not 4, he has given 5. So again I'll change for 4. Okay, then for the third part I given 4.01. Again for the third part I given 5.02. There is a more variation. Then for fifth part I given 5 mm. Here I given 5.0, 5.03. I'll make it 5. Then then for the fourth part, for the second part, I have said it is 5.02. Shaker 2. Where is Shaker 2? Again I'll make 4.01. I'll make, let's see. Then coming to next one, Shaker 4 has told 5. Here Shaker 4 has told 4.0. So I'll make it 5.01. Then coming to Shake. Third part, Sheikh is telling 4. Third part, Sheikh is telling 4.0 an example. Fourth part, I am telling 3. Again, fourth part, I am telling 3.01. Okay. I am telling again, okay, 4 part. I am telling first part as 4. Again, first part, I am telling 4.02. Okay. Then fifth part, I am telling 4.01. Again, fifth part, I am telling. Okay, somehow I matched the dimension. Now let us see how it will come. Say okay. Now again it is selling 100% is because of the system variation it is selling. Coming to the gauge and also it is selling the same percentage. Now if you see the graphical window, here you can see some matches happened about the pattern. This is me. The blue is me, shaker and 1% shaker. So till the third part, there is a pattern. Since we adjusted the data, after that there is no pattern. It means me and the other person is varying. So this is how we can perform gauge runner in the Minitab. So if you want to go in detail, it will take time because what is this percentage tolerance? This is the formula behind that. So we need to see basically two things. One is what is the total gauge R system. By system, what is the total gauge R and in the operator wise gauge evaluation. By operator wise, what is the total gauge R we have to see. Okay. So here it is percentage study variation. It is percentage contribution by the system, percentage study variation between the operators. Okay. So next we are going to see analyze phase. So in analyze phase, we are going to see root cause analysis, graphical analysis, statistical analysis, analyze, toll gate, checklist. Root cause analysis. In analysis phase, we will analyze the root cause based on the data that we have collected. So based on the data that we have collected, we are going to analyze the root cause. The data analysis will give us the hint to find the root cause. It is Find the root cause. Root cause analysis used to identify the root cause for the problems. What we can use for root cause? We can use 7QC tools and root cause verification matrix after the 7QC tools. So next let us see 7QC tools.